never been a part of.
Well, I mean, we got to do something, Danny, to see if you can retrieve last year's mojo. Because thus far this year, it's been, I don't want to be harsh, but mortifying.
It's been a pedestrian 6-6 with 2 mortifying beats.
Remember, the segment only works if people believe that you know what you're doing. So let's just support the friendly banter, but let's support the picks.
Fade or follow.
Also, does Patrick Mahomes need a huge game? Coming up after Parkin's picks, the segment that's taking the world by storm, Frenemies.
Indeed.
That's right.
An excellently
Danny's down 3-1 in Frenemies now.
Frenemies also scored.
He's not scored.
He started off 1-0 and is now down after week 1. He's had 3 straight Frenemies losses.
This is arbitrary scoring.
Oh, check the archives.
Tough one. Right now, we're starting with the Eagles hosting the Broncos. Jalen Hurts locked in as usual. Here's what he said about this upcoming game.
I see it as a great opportunity, the negatives and turning them into positives and then build it upon the positives. And it takes great focus. You know, nothing we can do can be casual. We just got to do it with great focus and great intensity. And that starts with our preparation.
Coach. Danny, how scary are the undefeated Eagles?
I think they're terrifying.
Really?
Yeah, because they look like a team that should be 1-3 or 2-2, and they're undefeated. They're 31st in the NFL in passing. The only worst passing team, the Tennessee Titans. This doesn't make any sense. Like, you've been making the comp that the 25 Eagles are the 24 Chiefs. Mm-hmm. But we knew why the 2024 Chiefs struggled offensively. Xavier Worthy's a rookie. 4 different guys at left tackle. Rashee Rice is hurt. Isaiah Pacheco wasn't the same since the injury. Why are the Eagles struggling offensively? Like, Kevin Patullo and vibes? Like, they'll probably figure it out. They have too much talent not to. So the fact that they've gone undefeated against this schedule while looking this bad means that their ceiling is terrifying.
Well, so maybe I'm looking at it differently. I agree with you that it is reason for long-term optimism that they are winning despite not playing well. But because of how they're playing right now, to me, they are not a scary team. Right now, like in this regard, I think any team that plays the Eagles right now is like, we can beat them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's weird because they have
every team in the NFL.
No, well, but yes, I understand you go into games thinking you can win, but the Eagles right now, to me, even though they've lost once in a calendar year at this point, don't have the same invincibility that we were talking about with the Chiefs last year. You know what I mean? Or that it even felt like they had at different points, they being the Eagles, last season themselves, because every game they've played, the other team feels like they're right there, and it feels like the Eagles aren't doing anything on either side of the ball that you're like, man, what are we going to do with that? Last year, people went into every game like, what are we going to do with Saquon? And nobody could do anything with it. Like, so I think there is great reason for optimism for the Eagles over the course of the season, but I don't think the Broncos walk into this game feeling like the Eagles are a juggernaut, even though they have the record of a juggernaut.
I'm with Danny, who clearly watched my take from yesterday on this. Wow.
I watched the show.
Yeah.
No. They are playing their D game. They brought their D game to Kansas City and won. They brought their D game against the Rams and won. They brought their D game against Tampa Bay and won. You could say they spotted the Rams a huge lead and just said, okay, we're gonna let's turn it up. They had a switch and they turned on that switch. And Danny's right, like they are not running the ball. I don't think Saquon Barkley is washed at all. There's not a fiber in my being that thinks he's washed. So I expect him to. I don't expect last year, but I think he'll get it going. They obviously have 2 very good receivers. Jalen Hurts has shown he can throw the football, even if he's not doing it well in spurts here. The offensive line has not been what it typically is, so I think that'll get better. And I do think that defense is improving. Like Cooper DeJean, I think is becoming a star. Like, so I just expect them to not get better every game of this, going on weekly. But if I'm Philadelphia, I'm like, And we ain't even playing
Well,
well.
but
And we
yeah,
beating the
Right.
3 of the elite teams in the league.
So I agree that the Eagles have a ton of reason for optimism. But I guess the way I look at it, and I'll ask you, like last year, if you were playing the Eagles, you walked into that game feeling like, man, they might have the best defense in football that we're up against. You don't feel that way right now. And the other thing you felt like is just pencil Saquon in for if he has a $105, we did great.
Yep.
And why this isn't a knock on Jalen. I don't think at any point have you been terrified of the Eagles passing game. It's just not what they've leaned into. You know what I mean? He can make the throws, but it's just right now, if you are in the Broncos game planning room, what do the Eagles do right now that scares you? What is it?
Just red zone efficiency. They
Sure.
get in there, and it's like, all right, now.
Yeah, I mean the tush
get
push.
close,
Yeah,
and
we
then
can't
tush
let
push,
them.
and then
That part of it,
it's
like
over.
that. So yeah, I mean that's a good point. But I don't think Saquon's washed either. But I do think we are seeing the effects of however many touches he had last year. Like I don't think Saquon this season is all of a sudden come week 8 going to be 125 a game again. So like I just think they're fundamentally a less ominous team than they were last season.
But the fact that they've been winning against the teams they've played, what do you think about that?
I find it impressive, and I think winning is a skill, but I just don't think I think right now teams are more intimidated, so to speak, by Buffalo than by Philadelphia. I think
End
teams,
of list.
I think teams are I think they are more intimidated right now by Detroit than Philadelphia.
Maybe. That's the only other one that I would say
Detroit,
is a debate. Detroit's offense has been great the last 3 weeks. What they did defensively to Baltimore, I think maybe that you could debate that one. But like we've seen them look scary for stretches of time. Like that second half against the Rams was like, oh, that's an explosive team that could
First half against Tampa Bay.
First half against Tampa Bay. So while I don't know if they'll do it against Denver this week, and Denver's defense is very good, I do think a breakout performance by Philly feels inevitable.
Maybe
and they'll probably be
put some
undefeated.
tomato cans on the schedule. Like everything's been so tough. It's just because the Bills got to beat up on,
No, but
the Jets.
but
The
we
Rams
have
got to beat up on the Titans.
except we've said though that the Cowboys defense is supposed to be a tomato can. We said like the Cowboys, Detroit put up 50.
They treated
Caleb
it
had the
like
game
that
of his life
in the first half.
Right, but what did they score? 24 in that game.
Yeah, then
24-20.
after the delay.
Yeah, and so that piece of it, and so I don't know. Like I think they're a great team. I don't think they're a scary team right now.
Fair. Commanders at Chargers. That's going to be Sunday at 4 on Fox. Jaden's going to be back. Herbert looking to bounce back. Here's Jaden Daniels. Take a listen.
They're coming off a bad taste in their mouth, too, so we know we're going to get their best game, and they're going back home. We're going on the road, so we haven't played the best on the road, so kind of just focus on ourselves and go out there having fun and, cutting it loose.
Are you expecting a bounce back game for Justin Herbert?
So
Here it comes. Here it starts. Earlier than I thought.
No.
Here come the hedge.
I promised Nick that this was the No Excuses tour for Justin Herbert.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
I promised.
Because I knew it. Because you can set your watch to it.
I promised
The Chargers are great. They're in a great position. Things go a little right. It's not Herbert's fault.
It's gone a lot awry
See, here
on
we
the
go.
offensive line. I mean, this is a little crazy what's happened to him. They invested in their offensive line with Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater, arguably the best tackle duo in the NFL. They paid Mekhi Becton in free agency, and it's week 5, and all of them are out. And if we show you Justin Herbert week 1 and 2, this was without Slater, but he had Alt and Becton. The pressure percentage was down. The pass attempts are way up. He's not taking sacks. He's not taking hits, and he looks like the MVP. The last 2 weeks, his pressure rate is higher than it was in that Texans game when he threw the 4 interceptions, and now he's got a Commanders team coming in that is harassing opposing team quarterbacks, and we don't know if Becton's going to play and Alt isn't. So I'm with you on No Excuses. But
You're not expecting a bounce back.
But this is a lot for anyone to overcome.
So
it just objectively is.
So this is,
He just listed about 5 excuses.
I know.
This train is never late.
I knew I walked right into that trap, and I walked into it anyway.
Last year,
it's just objectively true.
Last year, they got to let Justin Herbert throw the ball more. They have to take the handcuffs off him. It's unfair. Last week, Can he get some help from the running game? The guy's averaging 10 yards a carry. Can you let him hand the ball off a little bit more? Herbert is a super talented player. Nobody denies that. But he would have to be the unluckiest player in league history if his talent matches what some of the Herbert sycophants believe it is, and he just simply always is just, the situation's unsustainable. Like, the Commanders are not a great defense. They pressure the quarterback.
Right.
They're at home. He's coming off his first truly bad game of the year. If he is at Peyton Manning 2.0 and the MVP of the league through September, he has to bounce back, right? The Chiefs all of a sudden got their mojo back. You need to keep pace with them. Like this, if you believe in Justin Herbert, you have to believe he's going to have an excellent game this week.
And I believe in him, and I think he will. And Alt got hurt in game, and now he gets to prepare for his offensive lineman to be out, so that should help. But I'm just saying, a lot of guys out.
There is no conviction in you.
See,
I'm scared.
Tempted. You have such lack of. You are displaying such a lack of faith.
You cannot do this. This has become a thing for you now.
hold on.
What?
It's unchristian-like.
Are you going to steal
He
Herbert?
takes everybody's takes.
You're giving them away.
No, wait a
No,
minute.
not your
He's gonna
takes.
become
I'm
the-
not taking anybody's takes.
Okay.
I'm just saying you're abandoning your quarterbacks.
got it.
And I'm there.
He was right.
I'm
That's
there
what
to
you were
welcome
about
him
to
in.
say.
Yes, he's
You
I'm
were about to say you were going to be the Herbert guy.
I'm just tossing it out there. I was going to say I'm tempted to go ahead and welcome Justin
were
Herbert
right.
with
It's
open
not
arms.
available.
But I don't believe he's
available.
going to have
It's
the bounce back
available.
game this
It's
week.
100% available.
How is
So why are you jumping on me?
I know.
How am
I
I
was-
ceding any ground on that? I'm just
You have no faith in your
I'm
guy.
pointing out an objective
No.
fact that that's a lot for him to overcome. He won the game against Denver despite the pressure. He lost last week against the Giants. He needs to win this one, but I'm a little worried.
So this is my point.
I don't think
This
he'll
is
bounce back either.
the-
I think he'll play well. I don't think he'll be what he was
He
weeks
doesn't
1
think
and
he'll
2.
play well.
I'm just I know. I've got more. That's what I'm saying.
Can I tell you something real
It feels like he's there.
Because we got to get to Parkins' picks.
Yep. Okay. Take your time.
Mac Jones is my guy.
Yeah, we know.
Kittle is out. Jawan Jennings is out. Brandon Ayuk is out.
Oh, boy.
Ricky Pearsall is out. Guard is out. Ben Barch. I don't care.
Full steam ahead.
And Matt's not even that good.
And he's
He
not
don't
that
care.
good.
All gas,
He's not as
no
good as
brakes.
Justin Herbert. That's the way it goes. If on the show, I think it would help. If he's your guy,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Let me write this down.
If he's your guy,
But he's
he
clearly-
has to bounce back.
Clearly.
Well,
He has to.
It also
Okay, I got
is
it.
not
I'm learning. So much.
accurate. It is not accurate to present it, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but as if he has now he is in the worst position of any quarterback in the league.
No, what I think
he's
is
now
missing,
he's not. I do think they probably against Washington should run the ball a little bit more. But I also think that this is now a seminal moment for Herbert. Not this game, but this stretch where it's like, okay, we saw for the first time the production briefly match the talent.
Yes.
You do have a margin of error within the division with Kansas City trying to catch you and Kansas City having back-to-back really tough games as is. It would be a bad spot for them to lose this game at home against a Commanders team where Jaden's in his first game back from injury.
And you're favored.
That's what I'm saying. You're favored at home with a quarterback in his first game back from injury.
Yep.
You're not playing the Broncos pass rush this week without your tackles. You're playing the Commanders.
You would agree that you don't need